Hello friends, in this video let's quickly talk about how to automate all databases backup in parallel in one shot. In the previous videos we talked about how to take a backup of individual database and how to restore. But here I have around 70-80 databases in a single server. So writing a query to take a backup, it's very tough for us. I want to take all 70 databases in parallel. I don't want to write too much of code to take a backup. How to do that? So assume I have around some 10 databases. Let me show you. So in my instance, in my personal instance, I have around some around like a 10 plus, including system databases. Ideally in the real time, so we do take a backup of every database. Because system databases, why we need to take it system database as well? See, there are cases where you might be having some packages in installed on the machine. Let us say packages are there, SSIS packages are there. So that stores in MSDB. That is the reason why you might need to take a backup of MSDB as well. So that is the reason why some information might be there in the system database as well. That is the reason why we do take backup of system database as well. If you include system databases, total there are around some 15 to 20 databases are there in my server. Okay, so I cannot write an individual script for everything. So I can do that, but I can do individually writing a script for everything, and I can do that. But I will show you here a automated approach, automated easy approach. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take or how to automate all databases backup in one shot very easily. So here I'm going to use maintenance plans. So here you have a database maintenance plans. So by using this option, you can easily take a backup, or you can easily clean up the activity. Okay. So then how to do it? So before performing the maintenance plans, you have a prerequisites to satisfy. What is a prerequisite? Is the SQL Server agent should be in running mode. Yes, first of all, SQL Server agent should be in running mode. If it is not running, you cannot do a maintenance plans here. So if you see here, my SQL Server agent is in running mode. You can see the green button. Okay, so once it is running, then you can go for maintenance plans. So it is a SQL Server 2016 version. So the options is always the same, even if it's 2012, 2014 or 2019. Okay, so now let's quickly come here. So just expand this. Currently I do not have any maintenance plans. So let's create a new maintenance plan. Right click on it. So once you right click on it, it will ask you, it will show you a couple of options here. So new maintenance plan. So maintenance plan wizard, view history, reports and refresh. It's a general options only. Let's click on new maintenance plan. So once you click on new maintenance plan, so it takes a while, like it depends on system performance. Yeah, it gives you the, it asks for the name. So I'm simply giving a meaningful name. So DB backup plan. So it's up to you. Okay, you can use server name, backup plan, something like that. Let's click on OK. So once you click on OK, it opens a window where you need to set up some options. So it's taking a while for me, but yeah, it might be the same case even in your case as well. Okay, so if you see here, so subplan, it creates a subplan. Okay, and description you have here, and what time you want to do it, we'll talk about that later, and on which user you want to run this. So by default it go for SQL Server agent service account, but we can change later, that's not a problem. So now, so if you see here, there's an empty box we have at the bottom. Okay, so in the left top corner you have a toolbox here. So just select here and go to the toolbox. So you have a couple of tools here if you see. Okay, let me minimize this. Yeah, you have a couple of tools here. So out of this, we'll talk about one by one. So we'll take up the data backup database task. You can read it. Okay, so once you hover it, you can see what the purpose of it. It's a self-explanatory task. So once you hover it, you can read out the database task allows you to specify the source databases, destination files or tapes. Okay, let's drag and drop here. simply drag and drop here. So once drag and drop is over, then you need to specify. Okay, so let's drag and drop once. Since my machine is having like other 2012 and 2016 all the softwares, it taking a while, but ideally if you have a high configured machine, it runs very faster. Okay, yeah, now so yeah, so this is this is ready. Now let's double click on it. Okay, so once you double click on it, yeah, once you double click on it, you get this option. See, it like if you are using a different version of SQL Server, this window might vary, but obviously the options which I am selecting almost the same. Okay, now backup type full. Okay, you have differential and transactional log as well. We'll talk about that later. I'm going with the full backups and databases. So do you want all the databases or you want to select any of the databases? You have option. Okay, so let's click on select all databases. That is the purpose of this video I'm talking about. So I don't want to do any specific database. If I want only specific database, I can write a query, backup query or restore query. I can do that. So all databases, and there are cases where the databases are like not in online. It's purposefully we might be keeping that. So better to manage that. Let's click on ignore. Otherwise, it tries to take a backup of offline database and it fails. Okay, let's avoid that. Let's select this. There are cases you might see in the real time. Okay, let's click on OK. Once you click on OK, so then where do you want to save? Backup disk, I'm okay with that. Okay, disk tape or URL, I'm okay with disk. Let's go to destination. So in the destination, where do you want to keep? So I want to create a backup file every database and create a subdirectory for each database, and I want to specify the different path than this. So I created a separate path for me. Let's copy this and paste this. Paste it. Okay, so that's it, and backup file extension is .back only. Now, so that's all about this destination window. Now let's go to options here. So you have some backup set will expire and all. So let's not handle here at all. Okay, let's come to a destination. That's all about it. If you want to revisit, let's come to the general. That's all about it. Okay, so once it all done, so then let's click on OK. All done, all setup is happened. Okay, so I'm just clicking on save actually. So once it is saved, it indirectly creates a job. It indirectly creates a job in the agent. But at what time it has to run? I didn't set up a time here. Okay, so let me set up some time here. So here, go to schedules. You will get this window. Probably you might have seen this window while creating a job in the SQL Server agent. Okay, so now I want to run every day. Since my database is some critical database, I want to run every day or every hour. It depends on how critical it is, your application. So I want to run like every, it's now around 6:55. Let me schedule as 6 p.m. Some 58 p.m. every day. Okay, so there is no end date. Let me make it as end date for me. I don't want to run on my personal PC. So you can it's no end date. I'll delete it, no problem. But in the real time, we keep it in no end date. Let's click on OK. So once you click on OK, let's save it. So once the time reaches to the particular 6:58, it automatically creates a files in this one. Okay, so let's not wait till that path. So let me show you either job created or not. Let's go to the Object Explorer. So let's click on SQL Agent, click on Job Activity Monitor. So there you can see, if you remember, there is a name DB Backup Plan .subplan_1. It's up. It automatically gives you some name. Okay, if you remember, the name which I gave is DB Backup Plan. Okay, I want to run it. So before, I don't want to wait till 58. Let me run it. I can do that actually. Okay, you can see next run is 6:58, but I want to run now. Okay, so first time I'm running, there are chances of getting failed because agent account might be having a privileges to take a backup or not. Okay, let's go here. Still not created anything. Yeah, it's created. You can see here how many folders. 19 folders has been created. It means that I have 19 databases. So once it is done, it automatically succeeds. Okay, then what will happen when it reaches the schedule time? Schedule time also, it creates a separate database. So it creates a file with a today's date and timestamp. Let's go to the each and every one. Let's go to the this one. It's not created yet. It's still running. Yeah, if you see here, So it has been created adventure 2016 backup 2020 0529, and it added some milliseconds as well, so that if you run the backup again, it creates one more file with a different timestamp because it may not match with the milliseconds. Okay, so is it done? Still running? Yeah, it is succeeded. Now it might have started as per the, okay, since it's already 6:58, so it did not start for the normal. So now let me run again. So let me come here. Yeah, one file has been generated. So let me run again. If I run, what will happen? Okay, if I run again, it creates a second file with a different timestamp. Why? Because seconds might be different. So let it run. Okay, so even every database, MSDB, everything, if you see here, MSDB 2 files we got it. Why? Because first time I ran, second time is currently running. It has been created with a different timestamp here. If you see, this is a 56 minute, this is 57 minute. So this is how we do automate all the database backup in one shot in parallel. So it is a very good option to take a backups of all databases in one shot in parallel. You can save a lot of time by using these options. So that's all about it. So if you have any questions on the SQL Server DBA side, SQL Server development side, MSBI side, please don't hesitate. So you are feel free to ask your questions on the comment section. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more technical videos. Everywhere I have 2 files here. So that's all about it. Thank you for watching.